No one expected it to look like this. Not after the fairy tale wedding. Not after the global headlines. And definitely not after the dramatic royal exit that was supposed to mark the beginning of Meghan and Harry's happily ever after. But behind the curated photos, carefully worded statements, and inspirational captions, something far more complicated appears to be unfolding. And according to multiple insiders, it's no longer just tabloid gossip. There is a growing belief in elite circles that Meghan Markle may already be preparing for a future that does not include Prince Harry, not loudly, not publicly, but quietly, strategically, and very deliberately. The first red flag: separate worlds over the past several months. Something subtle but noticeable has changed. Meghan has been appearing alone, not at random restaurants or casual events, but at very specific places: ultra-private tech retreats, invitation-only Silicon Valley dinners, billionaire-funded charity galas, luxury wellness gatherings, and big surthees are not red carpet events. These are rooms where deals are made, alliances are formed, and power quietly shifts hands. And Harry, he's often nowhere in sight, while Meghan circulates among CEOs, investors, and legacy wealth families. Harry has increasingly been seen focusing on charity appearances, mental health initiatives, and solo projects, almost as if the couple is already living into different professional universes. Insiders insist this is not accidental. She is networking up, not sideways. One industry source put it bluntly: Meghan isn't chasing fame anymore. She's chasing security, the kind of security that doesn't depend on public approval. And that's where the billionaire rumors begin. According to whispers coming out of Montecito and European social circles, Meghan has been moving closer to individuals with serious generational wealth, not Hollywood money, not streaming deal money, but old world, empire-level money. One name, in particular, continues to surface in private conversations: a powerful European telecom billionaire, known for dating actresses and high-profile women just as their public visibility begins to fade. No photographs, no confirmations, just enough repeated mentions to make people pay attention. As one insider described it, she's positioning herself. You don't show up in those rooms unless you want to be noticed. Expectations versus reality. When Meghan married into the royal family, many assumed she had won the ultimate jackpot: titles, castles, influence, unlimited resources. But according to multiple reports, the reality was far less glamorous than expected. Harry, while royal by birth, did not come with billionaire-level liquidity. Much of his wealth was tied to inheritance, trusts, and a system he ultimately walked away from. Insiders claim Meghan believed she was marrying into endless institutional power, but instead found herself with a partner who was emotionally complex, financially limited compared to true elites, and deeply entangled in unresolved family trauma. As one source allegedly said, she thought she was marrying into legacy wealth. She married into legacy pain. The Montecito whisper campaign closer to home. The whispers are even louder. In Montecito, one of the wealthiest enclaves in California, and neighbors have reportedly grown skeptical of Meghan's carefully crafted public image. The relatable mom branding clashes sharply with frequent luxury travel, climate summit appearances, and exclusive retreats. One local insider claimed people here aren't impressed by titles. They're impressed by net worth, and they can tell when someone is trying too hard. Hollywood insiders echo this same sentiment. What was once seen as ambition now risks being perceived as desperation. The most dangerous reputation in elite circles. The Hollywood pullback, perhaps the most telling sign, isn't who Meghan is gaining access to, but who she's losing. Once powerful allies have quietly stepped back. Oprah Winfrey silent, the Obamas distant, Mindy Kaling absent. Netflix executives disengaged. Even the Netflix deal, once valued at nearly $100 million, has reportedly cooled significantly behind the scenes. Producers allegedly complained that projects lacked substance, depth, and long-term vision, One insider reportedly summarized it harshly. It felt like branding, not storytelling. The lifestyle empire jams. Wellness, cooking, curated authenticity failed to resonate. Audiences didn't feel inspired. They felt marketed to. When support starts to feel particularly uncomfortable. Moment came when Brooke Shields publicly dismissed Meghan's frequently repeated childhood soap letter story, a moment meant to define her lifelong activism. To Hollywood veterans, repetition without evolution signals stagnation. And then there's Tyler Perry, the man who once offered private jets, security, and unconditional support has reportedly begun pulling back. As one source put it, when someone who gave you shelter starts creating distance, it's never random, a strategic separation. Adding fuel to the speculation, a viral psychic prediction recently suggested Meghan and Harry would experience a professional separation in 2025, not necessarily a dramatic divorce, but a strategic uncoupling of brands. And honestly, many believe it's already happening. Fewer joint appearances, separate narratives, distinct public identities, independent career paths. There's even quiet talk of a future memoir not yet announced, but allegedly discussed, one that would reframe Meghan's story independently of Harry, not a breakup. A repositioning. The bigger picture of this isn't about romance alone. It's about relevance, power, longevity. In elite circles, marriage is often less about love and more about alignment. And according to those watching closely, Meghan may be recalculating her alignment, searching for a future anchored in wealth, influence, and stability beyond royal symbolism. Whether that future includes Harry remains uncertain, but one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The woman who once chased a fairy tale now appears to be chasing something far more practical, control over her next chapter. And if the rumors are even partially true, this story isn't nearing its end. It's only entering its most revealing phase.